People who have done business with you, your existing clients, can become your salespeople. I'm going to show you how in this video. My name is Iyore. I've trained over 25,000 salespeople across 5 countries: Nigeria, Ghana, USA, UAE, Rwanda. I'm an author of several books and resources on sales. I've been featured on a lot of media platforms to talk about successful selling. I worked at an organization where I was given a target to sell to 20 high net worth individuals. I was able to bring in 21 high net worth individuals to my organization in a single month. I also participated in a sales competition where I won, and I was sent for the World Cup for an all-expense paid trip. I moved to another organization where I was able to double my portfolio by over 100% in just 11 months. I'm CEO for Ultravantage and I specialties in Salesforce management. This means I work with sales teams to optimize their results and help them meet their sales targets and budgets in record time. So let me tell you one of the strategies we've helped many organizations use to achieve their budget in record time. And it's a process of converting your existing clients into your salespeople. And it's so simple. If you do business with people, there's a saying, people don't do business with you because you're good. They do business with you because they remember you. And one of the things I've observed is that when you do business with prospects and you've helped them, you solve their problems significantly. Before you leave, or before that transaction ends completely, or just after it's ended, make sure you tell them to remember you. And let me tell you what I mean. The story of Joseph comes to mind. When Joseph was in prison in the Bible, and when the butler came into the prison, and when he was leaving the prison, he said, "Please, I've been in prison for so long. When you get to the Pharaoh, please remember me. Tell him that I'm here falsely so that I can be given a chance and be freed from this prison." But the guy never remembered him until several years later, until one day Pharaoh had a dream and he said, "Wow, I remember one person." So the point is that the prospects would remember you when they realize that the clients, he would remember you when he comes across somebody in his world who probably needs the thing that you've done for him. And imagine if all your existing clients, people who you served, you do this for them. You tell them, "Oh, remember me." You'll be amazed that they will remember you enough to give you new business and to start selling for you. Now, you may not literally use the word "remember me," right? But you can use the word, "Can you refer me?" Ask for referrals. Ask for referrals. Just ask them, "Mr. Prospect, just tell me 2 things you've enjoyed so far from our services." And he will say, "Oh, well, I love the fact that, I also like the fact that, okay, if that's the case, I would like you to give me 2 or 3 of your friends who you know that you can refer me to. Can I have their names? I'll just take them down now." If you do this, you'll realize that immediately some of them will take out their phones and give these contacts. Some of them will tell you, "Don't worry, I'll send it to you." But the point is that as much as possible, you want to try and persuade them to let them know that, "Mr. Prospect, I know you're busy, but I'd like you to just give it to me now so I can take it down." That would help you so much. The second thing you can also do to convert your clients into your prospects, to convert your clients into salespeople, is whenever you're selling, make reference to them. Make reference to them. Now, some industries are quite unique. You may want to take permission before you do that. Well, there are not many industries like that. If that's the case, at the same time, when you're asking for your referrals or the term "remember me," you're going to make sure that you tell them, "Oh, Mr. Prospect, I want to make reference that to my other clients that have done business with you," so that he's aware and he's comfortable. If you know that there are regulatory issues, you may just want to send an email. And that's why you must serve your clients to the highest level, so that they are happy and willing to be able to allow you to do these things. But for most industries, you will not have to do this. All you just have to do is mention their names. "Oh, we've done this for," mention people in the same industry you've done it for. The moment you start a presentation to a new prospect, try to begin by talking about your existing clients. Those who in their industry you sold this particular service or product to. If you mention people in the same industry like them, credibility increases. Imagine if you're dealing with FX companies and you mention that you've done this for other FX organizations. It just helps strengthen your credibility. People do business with you if they know you, they like you, and they trust you. The trust factor is the last factor, and it's a hindering factor when it comes to people making decisions. Most of the objections a lot of salespeople receive, they receive those objections because the trust factor was not there. Making reference to your existing clients takes care of that trust factor. The next thing, ladies and gentlemen, that I also believe, the third point that I also believe can be of great help to you is to help convert your clients into your salespeople, is sharing their success stories, sharing their testimonials. Now, if you don't share testimonials, you'll be leaving a lot of money on the table. Many times we go for sales training programs and I'm asking the crowd, and I'm saying, how many of you in your last sales meeting, you shared a testimonial? It's shocking. It's shocking. Okay, you're listening to me right now. Be sincere with yourself. In the last meeting you had, your last sales meeting, maybe it was yesterday, did you share any testimonial? So you want to build a process, a sales process that gives you a predictable outcome, such that in your sales process at the beginning, you make reference to your existing clients. During the presentation, you make reference to your testimonials. After the presentation, you ask for referrals. Remember me. So that changes the game for you. So don't miss out on these three things, because this is how you convert your clients into salespeople for you. Now, how do you share testimonials? Testimonials are before and after. Before and after. Sometimes I ask people, share with me a testimonial. The person says, I met a client, he was very happy when I was done serving him. In fact, he was so happy that he referred me to 5 other people who bought from me. That's not a testimonial. A testimonial is not about how you met your sales targets or how the client was so happy and referred you. A testimonial was how the client was in negative and you brought him to positive. A testimonial is about a client who was having problems and you solved those problems. A client who was not making money, you helped him make more money. A client who was growing, his business was growing slowly, you helped him grow his business quickly or faster. The point is that there must be a before and after context when you share testimonials. Another thing about sharing testimonials is you want to make sure that you don't spend time on unnecessary information. Focus on the core message, which is, oh, I met this client, Mr. Prospect, or I met this client at a particular location. You may not want to mention his name or her name if you're in a retail business. If it's a corporate business, fine, you may mention the client's name as long as there's no customer confidentiality clause. But if it's a retail business, instead of mentioning their name, just mention the location. Oh, I met a client at XYZ location, and this was the situation they were going through. He decided to pick this particular product or service. When we're done, in 2 weeks, this will what happened to his business. And I can tell you that right now, when you're sharing these testimonials, your facial expression, when you are talking about the problem, must drop. You must not look excited. You must look like you are in the problem with you were in the problem with the prospects. So your facial expression must look sad. The moment you move from the problem and you've got into the solution, where you've been able to solve the client's problem, you light up, right? And you get excited and you're like, do you know that right now he has been able to double his revenue in just 2 weeks? How many of such testimonials do you need to share? You want to share at least 3. At least 3. You can share one at the beginning, one at the middle, or one at the end. Or you can share the 3 at the beginning, the 3 at the middle, or the 3 at the end. The point is, 3 testimonials is key to be able to move the prospects over the line to make your decision. Now, don't fall into the trap of people telling you things like, oh, I already know you, I've been seeing your work, I've been seeing your stuff, don't worry, there's no need. No, there's nothing like there's no need. Take time. Don't leave the place of your presentation to a prospect without sharing your testimonials. So ladies and gentlemen, if you put these 3 things to work, which is getting referrals, telling your clients, remember me, to move into talking about your existing clients, and making sure that every presentation you share testimonials, you will see that your sales will never be the same. I'll encourage you, put this thing to work today. We have remarkable sales results, I tell you. When we work with sales teams, we have remarkable sales results. Our results are out of this world. We work with people who, when we are done with them, they say things like, oh, in a month, I was able to sell 3 properties. Oh, my target, I've not been able to achieve my target before now for the last 6 months. When you were done, in a week after, I was able to make my first sale. We have such kind of testimonials. And the reason why we have those kind of results is because of what I've shared with you today. So if you put these things to work, you'll realize that this could be the missing link you've not been applying to give you the kind of results you want. If you're leading a sales team and you have guys under you who are not performing, go and check. They are probably not doing these 3 things I've shared with you. If they start to put these things to work, you'll be amazed. Sales will turn around. And when these sales turn around, remember me, right? Share testimonials with us. Give us your feedback. We would love to hear from you. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please, if you have any questions, please feel free to comment. Tell me which of the points you like the most. Step points 1, point 2, and point 3. I'd love to hear from you. If you haven't liked, please like the video. Please share with others as well so that they can be blessed by watching this video. I would like to, if you want to have us work with your sales team to help you optimize and get the kind of results you want, details are below. Just send us an email. We'll reach out to you and we'll be able to get in touch with you. Thanks so much for watching. Please watch this next video. It will be a great blessing to you.